Jeopardy! Fans upset with response over women's anatomy. During a recent episode of Jeopardy! Fans were upset over a player's recent response. The clue, which was part of Double Jeopardy, revolved around women's anatomy. Many took to social media to discuss the response. The question revolved around the reproductive system. During this past Wednesday's episode, Drew Wheeler competed with Kevin Lasquowski and Julia Chan. Early on, Wheeler did quite well on the show, earning $3.5K by the end of the first round. However, during the Double Jeopardy round, Wheeler was thrown off by a certain clue which asked about a temporary organ that helps a pregnant woman provide nutrition to her developing baby. Wheeler's response suggested they were looking for uterus. This response did not sit well with some viewers, who took to social media to discuss the clue. Taking to the show's Reddit page, one user noted, "I audibly groaned after Drew's answer. It said temporary, Drew. Temporary. The uterus does not come and go with the tides." This user was also surprised that Julia Chan did not get the answer. They later apologized for this and suggested it might have been due to the pressure of being on the show. That said, other users shared this sentiment. As one user wrote, "Julia totally bailed the boys out." One user joked, "A temporary uterus would be great. Poor guy's family isn't going to let him live down that brain fart." Another fan mused, "Ugh, I wish the uterus was a temporary organ." The incorrect response might have impacted Final Jeopardy! Still, some thought the answer should have been more obvious. One fan shared, "I was screaming placenta at the TV." Regardless, the incorrect response ended up impacting Wheeler's score. By Final Jeopardy! He was behind both Lasquowski and Chan. Ultimately, Lasquowski won the game, with a score of $13,599. Wheeler came in second with a score of $8,700. Chan came in third with a score of $3,599. Both Lasquowski and Wheeler gave the correct response. However, Lasquowski's wager helped him win the game. Interestingly, Lasquowski also sparked concern with a few responses, or lack thereof, during his time on the show. As an Episcopal priest, many viewers he would dominate in the category, quoting the King James Bible. That said, he was unable to provide a response to, "Why beholdest thou this four-letter thing that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye?" The word the clue was looking for was mote. However, none of the contestants offered a response. As noted by The Mirror, one fan commented, "Getting a chuckle that Kevin got a Jennifer's body clue Monday, but didn't bite on two of the Bible clues today. Did you see this recent Jeopardy! Episode? Make sure you come back to TV show's Ace for all the latest reality TV and celebrity news." In a recent episode of Jeopardy! A seemingly straightforward question about women's anatomy has caused an uproar among fans, sparking heated debates online and raising questions about accuracy, sensitivity, and representation in popular media. The controversial clue appeared in the anatomy category and read, "This organ, unique to women, sheds its lining during a menstrual cycle." One contestant buzzed in confidently with, "What is the uterus?" A scientifically accurate answer. However, host Ken Jennings responded with a correction, awarding points only when another contestant answered, "What is the endometrium?" The internet, predictably, exploded. Fans immediately took to X, formerly Twitter, and Reddit to voice their frustrations. While technically the endometrium is the lining of the uterus that sheds during menstruation, many argued that uterus should have been accepted, especially since it's anatomically and functionally intertwined with the clue. Some pointed out that the clue was ambiguous and overly pedantic, penalizing a valid response while promoting confusion over human biology. "It's not a medical school exam, it's a game show," one user wrote. "You can't expect contestants to be OB-GYNs." Another added, "Would you dock someone for saying heart instead of left ventricle when talking about pumping blood?" This isn't the first time Jeopardy! Has stirred controversy over gender or science-related topics, but the stakes feel higher now. With increasing scrutiny on how women's health is taught, discussed, and represented in media, even a 15-second game show clue can spark broader cultural conversations. Some fans have even called on the show's producers to clarify their ruling or issue a statement. Others suggested a panel of